Typically what happens is when people are dating recreationally, what happens is they develop a parasitic type of mentality. It's consume. Then what actually happens is because you have cultivated just a consumption mentality, what happens is you don't know how to deposit. Then what happens is you begin to believe these myths. What you do is it's never your fault, it's someone else's fault. So you go from relationship, because that person wasn't good, to relationship, that person wasn't good, relationship, that person wasn't good, and all you're looking to do is to take. You're never looking to deposit. You can never begin to grow because you're always looking to take. You know, I'm a businessman. I'm all about real estate and finance and scaling businesses and private equity, venture capital, things of that nature. But there's a question that I get asked all the time, and is, how do you know when you've met the one? And before we answer that question, if you're looking for a debate, I'm not going to debate my wife. That's not what happened, y'all. That's not going to happen. But I always say, if you could subscribe if you have not, and also like so we get the algorithm up. Here is some relationship myths, guys. We're gonna walk through real fast. Relationship myth number one: you complete me.
I mean, I just wanted to say, like, I so thought that this was true.
Now, why do you think it was true?
I don't know, because that's like everywhere in the world, right? It's like videos and like movies and like I love romance, movies and stuff. And so I'm like, that's what I want. I want somebody who completes me.
Now, why is this a myth?
Because you're a person and you're sinful and you're flawed.
If someone truly completes you, can they ever let you down?
No.
Can they hurt you?
I guess not. I mean, I know where you're going with this, but
you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
If someone truly completes you, guys, they can never hurt you and they can never let you down. Because why? They fulfill you. My wife can never fulfill me. I can never fulfill my wife. That's not our function. My function is to lead her. Her function is to help me. All right. Our function is to serve one another first and then consume second. That's our function, right? That's how we came into marriage. So this is a complete myth. Nobody can complete you. It's a lie. Let's go to myth number two. Sex is the most important thing. What are your thoughts on this one?
Not that I used to think that was like true, but like I hoped.
I'm not saying it's not important.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's the most important thing.
Why'd you think it was the most important thing?
Well, for me, because my love language is physical touch.
Yes.
And so that for me was like up at the top of the list. So that was just up there. In marriage, it's not always easy.
No.
There are other things that come into play: children, pregnancies, issues.
Times. Yeah, we went to Austin one time. We had our parents come up and watch the kids. And we went to Austin, guys, just me and a wife, man. We've had a good time.
Solo weekend.
First time in a long period of time, y'all. Guess what we did the whole time? Sleep.
We were so excited to go to the hotel room.
Yes.
To sleep.
Y'all, we slept for 12 hours. So that for us, sex is not the most important thing. It's not. That's another lie. It is not, because of the fact that if sex is the most important thing, there's not a liking, so to speak, to certain techniques, so to speak. Now what? Number three, love is a feeling. What are your thoughts on this one?
No, that's all. That's you.
That's all me? Mm-hmm. Well, love is not a feeling. It is a choice. Because there's times to where, I ain't gonna lie to you guys because I'm a human. I'm like, Lord, why did I say I do to this woman? Like, what was I thinking when I said I do to this woman? Mm-hmm. There's times any married person that's been honest has this type of mentality sometimes. We do. It is what it is. But at the time frame when she makes me upset, actually when I get upset, that's when she makes me upset. When I get upset or things are not going my way, I then say, you know what? I choose to love her. Love is a choice. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some emotions. There's some eros to it, which is fine and wonderful. But at the exact same time, guys, is I choose to love her even when I may not want to love her at the time. Would that be correct, on?
Very true.
And then myth number four, having arguments are a bad sign. What do you think about that?
No, I mean, I guess, again, it's all about like definitions and what people's backgrounds are on arguments. But I think the way that you're trying to explain is that if you have a disagreement, that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you are two people coming together with your own thoughts, your own backgrounds, your own way of doing things. And so as you become one, you have to find your way of doing things, whether it's a new way or whether it's a different way or getting to know each other better.
Yeah.
And it's about how you have the argument. I don't know if you were going there, but I'm like, yes, we have loud discussions.
Yeah.
But then we know that like, hey, like I can't talk about it anymore. So let me breathe and then I'll come right back to you and you can finish. Not to make it get disrespectful, right? Like you have your argument, but Still be kind. I don't know where you're going with.
Yes, we do have a lot of discussions called arguments. But at the exact same time, we keep short accounts. If it begins to get a little bit too contentious, we'll pause and we'll say, wait a minute.
Mhm.
It seems like this is not a good time to talk. Let's table the discussion. And now watch this. The person that's actually asking for the time has to bring it back up.
Mhm.
Does that make some sense? So if my wife asks for time, she got to bring it back up because she asked for the time. That's how we operate, so to speak. So for us, having good constructual arguments can be, it's actually very helpful. It really is. Now, I always have a section called the countable, and I have three things that I say, guys: peep it, sweep it, and then keep it. Peep it is examine your current situation, guys. Are you type focused or are you purpose focused?
Does your long term plan align with their long term plan?
Correct. Number two, this is the sweepy part. What has this approach yielded you? What's been the return on investment? If you have a type mentality, what's the ROI on that? If you had a purpose mentality, what's your return on investment on that? Only you know the answer to that. And you got to be honest about it. Lying about it ain't going to do nothing but cause more pain. So what has it yielded? A type mentality or a purpose focused mentality? And you got to answer the question, is your approach working? If the answer is no, you may want to change what you're doing. And then lastly, guys, I say keep it. Start thinking generationally. Now, what I mean by that, do you see potential in relationships? In other words, is a person a leader, a helper, or a good manager, and even any additional qualifications? Do you see potential in that person? If the answer is no, don't waste your time. If the answer is no, but I want to think recreationally, be okay with being hurt. That's all we have for today, guys. I want to do something a little bit different. But guys, thank you so much for your time. You know I end it every time. Before you leave and while you can, you see that thing really for her.
With
Take that
us.
damn picture and give it to your mama now. All right? And holla at your partner. Guys, see you next week. Peace.
Bye.